Okay, my dude, sorry about that. End screen display, there we go. Let's get this show on the road. There we go. Yeah, it's maintenance night for Star Trek. Who would have thought? Alrighty. How are we doing, everyone? Not only am I late again, I'm 3 minutes past when the Be Right Back should have ended as well, so isn't that amazing? This week, it's all been so topsy-turvy lately because leading up to the Black Dog ride, it's just so much to do. And we're just trying to get on top of it all. Today, we're back for some gaming and some Blender work. We are going to start out in some Star Trek Online, and then we're going to move into back into creating the frigate in Blender. It was, yesterday was shocking with Blender. I'd been out of Blender for about 2.5 weeks, and because I'm still a newbie in it all, brain had forgotten every connection, every shortcut, every reason. So I watched some. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I just got a message I was just reading. So watch some tutorials. Hopefully my brain is back in the field now. One of the things. But yeah, hopefully we can crack it a little bit further today. And what was I doing yesterday in Star Trek Online, and why do I have the Jemadar up? I'm meant to be grinding this bad boy, not the Jemadar. Okay, let's just quickly log into him to check it out. See where he's up to. Because he had less to do than the Klingon. He just has some DOFs, some duty officer leveling, some... He's got less queues to grind. And yeah. All in all, this guy just had a whole lot less to do, basically. Nice. Let's just check it, because I had to run away when I was playing this last night, the other day. I kind of had to leave it where it was. And I just redone the home mission to get the morphogenic thingy. Damn. But I was trying to replace this chronometric Polaron beam array because its set bonus wasn't worth anything. 1100 damage versus 1200 damage, so it's minimal. We'll keep it for now. And when we level this up, we'll throw that into the rear, of which I don't think I've got. I don't have like a thing to level it up with. Dang. So where were we? What were we doing? We switched him over to this ship just because it's a damn fine ship. It can run all the content. It gives me my feedback pulse, and it gives me a beam overload when I really just need to destroy something. Yeah, this is almost a perfect setup for me, station-wise. She is a bit of a lug to fly around, a bit slow on the old handling, but she gets the job done. So what am I doing? This can go away, this can go away. All of this needs to go back into the bank. Along with this. This is the only stuff I want to keep on me for now. This has to go in the account bank. Yep. And this is if I can find a 5-3 Miracle Worker ship. That's what I'll be running. And these are from the Endeavors yesterday. Yes, we didn't open them, or whenever I did them. So what do we actually have to do on this guy? We've got to complete the swamp. These are just queues, right? So these are just dungeons. That's easy. Bunch of specialization points. Don't know how much further we've got to go on that one. We've done 30 though, so that's good. Completed all of this. Yeah, so it's just reps and DOFs, which I'm slowly working through. We'll just set that stuff off. It's on for another hour anyway. Alright, we'll just set the DOFs off then. Needs to be just a collect all button like there is on the Xbox. Oh, Gemini. Excellent. I will take as much of that as I can get. And this guy has already completed development, espionage, and military. So this will take but a moment. So we've got a few trade ones here. This is for anybody who doesn't know, you can send all of your officers or your duty officers. So you've got like your officers, which are like your primary flight crew basically, and then you've got your duty officers, and think of them as like the tertiary characters in an episode that they're the red shirts basically, and we send them off on little missions. No, like those missions are randomly generated. Like we've got exploration here, we can go analyze a probe for alien artifacts, but we're just after XP, so analyze xenobiological apparatus for genetic sequences is what we're going to send them off for. Personal, you've got duty, you've got missions on the current map, personal missions, or you can go into your department heads, which you can set. And they're also, so the current map, and you've also got ones you can pick up from certain NPCs around the place. You just got to go hunting for them, and they're in like specific quest chains if you ever wanted them. I love that we can confiscate contraband from the crew. Like, all right, Mr. Spock, go down and confiscate everybody's weed and Jack Daniels and bring it back to me. That's the one. Operation. Get rid of some of those pesky colonial colonists. Already done development. Science. Oh, sweet. So this is 2 out of 3. So this is assist Karema colonization team with site survey. So this is like, yeah, it's a mission chain for your duty officers. And they usually have some kind of special, when you get to the 4th one or the end, they might be 10. Some of these have 10 missions even. When you complete them, they have like a reward you're going for, obviously. And these like loot, green, neutral, blue. These are, it's like the difficulty, basically, of how hard yeah, essentially it's the difficulty, basically. let's just go back to OBS and we'll just plan a bunch of review colonial applications. Okay, we're all done there now. And yeah, we don't need to level this up. Even though this is the dude that as our Aegis officer. Eventually, I mean, back in the day, Aegis used to make money, now it doesn't, so. For years I've spent trying to get an Aegis officer on my main character so that I could actually crunch them out without having to deal with ults. No point now. You watch. The day this game shuts down will be the day that I finally get a Bloomin' Colonial Officer, R&D duty officer on my main character. Okay, let's jump back over to the Klingon for a minute because we know what's going on here. Let's just put this guy to transwarp Deep Space Nine. Send him back home so he can rest in his own bed. It's only right that he gets his own bed. Oh, it was only just over there. Hello, Deep Space Nine. You know what I mean? She's a bit of a slug to turn. Beam onto Deep Space Nine, but when we go into this thingy that I've got, and now it doesn't want to come up. There we go. I have got, it's a couple of years old now, so it's missing some of the more recent ships, but I don't have those ships anyway. That looks cool as. So it doesn't really matter. Alright, so he's packed up. So let's switch over to our Klingon. I think I'm going to actually get my Klingon to start hanging out at the shipyard of Kronos. Even though it's a pain in the bum to have to fly down to the planet for certain things, like the auction house. I really like the aesthetic of the shipyard. Oh yeah, is there an event on currently? There is, and we haven't done our daily for it. And we've only got a few days left to do it. Awesome. But this is like the event campaign, isn't it? Yeah. So we definitely want to get this done. We haven't done, we'll have to buy them out, but bloody hell. Are we already at Kronos? No, this is like Kabali. Yeah, Kabali Prime is not where we want to be. Well, what are we going to do? Our endeavors today are Atholian Captain on Nukara, easy as. Disruptor damage space, easy as. Heal health on the ground, that is a pain in the bum. I'll have to switch over to my main for that. And heal health on the ground. Oh, sorry, complete Iconian TFOs. Yeah, that's easy enough. It's just, this has all been set up for laptop mode, so I need to set it back up for focus target, target, or main PC mode. It's a bit of a bummer how the UI translates on your account between PCs. It would be fine if I was able to set up profiles. In fact, it would be amazing. In fact, I would say it's a bit ahead of its time in that aspect. They just never capitalized on it. Okay, there we go. Space UI setup. And on top of that, we can now come into here and go find local save, even though I know that that's... So that's our, what's it called? Our keybinds, and now we save our UI. First, let's go to the beta quadrant. Well, we want to go home. Kronos. Bloody hell. Now, where are we? We're at Kronos. So let's go hang out at the shipyard, because that's where we want to be. Beam to shipyard. Oh, what am I doing with that thing on my back? And whilst we're at it, I'm just going to set region ground to what I had space set at, which was 65. Yeah, it should, okay. It didn't change. Excellent. And rearrange UI. Bring you over. You over. Minimap stays because it's got these things here have focus target comes up, target of target comes down. They're shared between space and ground. So now we go UI save, that's what we wanted. Isn't this just cool? Hanging out above Kronos. Just looking at all the fleet. That's cool. Okay, we got more boxes to open. And got that weapon to give back. Make sure these girls are all loaded up. Oh, they should be because they use the electrical thing. Yeah, they're okay. Okay, sorry, I just got hit with a question of what date. Far out, that is a good question. I don't know. First off, that's way too big. Crane my neck up. I need itinerary. I know it's spelt wrong. So, we're in Cairns on the 11th. The dinner is on the 12th, and we have the Thunder Run on the 13th, and what did I say to Hope? What date is the 14th? That's the Monday. Okay. And what day did I say to Hope to book me out on? Sent. I said to book me out on... Oh, right, where did I say this? Oh, here we go. Oh, I didn't reply to it on this one. I replied to it on this one. Jeez. Arriving on the 11th of September, and I'm looking at leaving on the 14th. Okay, so I'm looking to be leaving here. And what was the question I had? Let's find out. Yeah. If you're available on any day in Cairns to go to Dad's crash site, what day would that be, as I'm organising flights back before Qantas sail ends tomorrow? Okay. Currently set to leave Cairns on the 14th. And my obligations to the VDR end on the evening of the 13th. I don't know where crash site is. Happy to go 14th, 15th. see it. Okay, sorry, I just really had to reply to that because it is just trying to get an offsider up to Cairns with me, and we're just trying to sort through all the dates and flights and all that sort of stuff. And there, my dad had a motorcycle crash up in Cairns, or just outside of Cairns. So I think on the 14th we're going to go check that out and see the site. Sorry, I'm just replying to this thingy, and then we'll get into it. And then I'll show you the thing why I opened this up. Yeah, sorry, that's all I say there, I think. Okay, sorry. Messages replied to. Putting the phone away because people can just solve for a little. So, now that we're here on the Klingon, we want to do that heal health on the ground on our main. Because I don't really have a healer. I don't have many ways to give myself health outside of in combat. Really. We'll jump over to this dude for a moment. And head ourselves down to Nukara. Okay, and where are we? So, first off, hopefully the UI... Ah. Well, what am I doing? It's further down. Here we go. UI load. That's what we want. That's what we wanted. Except for some reason it's jammed that over there. Good. Oh, okay. Fixed it up. How strange. And we'll just quickly beam up to the ship, make sure she's all good. Yes, all purple, my little noble. I do love the engines of the Lucari skin. Oh, that dude's running it too. And someone's running a horrible version of Voyager. That's right, I've run some horrible versions of Voyager as well. Okay, UI is all good to go here. What's this thing like for its stations? Right, I don't have my feedback pulse. That's what I don't like about it. I would happily trade one extra slot of tactical to be able to get one extra slot of science so I can run feedback pulse. Okay. Sorry, I just got hit with a question I was not expecting to get hit with. I... what to say to that, actually? So at 120, 200. Jesus. Alright, where are we? Where are we going? We're going up here to the Nimbus system. Are we? No. We're going to Nukara. Why are we going to Nukara? Because there is pools in the ground that we can stand in that damage us. And I just want to make sure we're on track. So... if... oh, we'll just run into that planet along the way. I'm just gonna check this. Shit. Unlock. Oh. Well, how do I fix that? No, it's not. Oh, I'm just trying to... I've got like a overdue notice here. I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, I see what's happened. Okay. So I need to put in 300. Right. And then we put that from there, in there. Dude's just dropping GoFundMes into chat. What the heck? Oh, fuck. I hate this. I hate every second of it. But if I don't assist this woman, then I have to deal with it later anyway. New Cara. There we go. Don't want to show that on stream. Don't want to give you guys my credit card details. See, can't we just stand up here and shoot them? It'd be so much easier. I do love that the Tholians have let us basically just set up camp and farm them. The whole Tholian situation in this game is a very strange one. LinkedIn just sent me a message saying Ahmed Jafar has just solved Zip. Whoop-de-doo, I didn't realize Zip needed solving. Good. Oof. That would have been silly of me, wouldn't it? Just leave me the fuck alone for the rest of the day now. Go away, is what that means. Sorry, not you guys. I was talking to someone off stream. Okay, so where were we now? Hopefully everybody can leave me the phone and I can get on with doing our thing, eh? I mean, we're 40 minutes in and we still haven't even shot a single thing in the face. And that's just not cool, my dudes. So, let's put on our EV suit, which is still the Burnham one. I don't know if I should change that yet or not. Looks kind of cool. Looks kind of dicky. Looks like a condom, actually. Anyway, we are here to hurt ourselves by standing in the pool. There's little acid pools down there. And we have to heal health. So do we have any heal health items? We used to. Not anymore by the looks of it. Oh, we got one item. One medium hypo. Oh, we do have this, and I can just... Oh, but we have to equip them. And we already got a bunch of other stuff. But I think we would be silly not to switch that out for a minute. Oh, and if we take off our shields, it will go even quicker. Actually, I don't think the shields even get touched during this. Can't actually remember. Doesn't matter now. And that's just like natural healing kicking in. Oh, where's my little gambling tribble? There he is. Get some health back. Let that stuff heal me up, actually. Thanks. Verification codes. Ah. Gotta love verification codes, don't you? That is what I mean by I've got nothing to, hey. Drink your juice, baby. Yeah, what is it? Romulan ale. Nice. It's nice if we can find other people to do this with, because then we can heal off each other. Shouldn't take too long. Oh god, this is going to take ages. Launch a little rocket. Better yet, because this is kind of annoying. I got a reroll token. Let's reroll that. Deal Polaron damage in space. Well, that is super easy, my dudes. Get back to base camp. Okay, let's fix this up. Get our Moopsie back in. Get our shields back online. Switch back to normal clothing. And put our Romulan ale there. And I think we definitely need to get some large hypos or something. Yeah, Polaron damage, disruptor damage. Piece of piss. So, let's go back over to our... Hang on. And whilst that's loading up, we can come into ships. Check this out. Some really awesome person put this together a couple of years ago. And it's a list of all ships in Star Trek Online and all of their stats and attributes and important information. So we can do awesome things here. I even got their family, so if you were worried about Space Barbie, it's got information for that stuff too. But what we care about is how many weapons does it have? Where's the weapons at? Oh, here we go, weapons further down. We want 5 up the front, at least 3 at the back. Don't really care if it's got a hanger or not. But how do we then go and set this up? Good question. How do we figure this out? Well, I know what these ships are, so we can look through it. But I don't know what their boff seating is for everything. Ship roll higher seats. Maybe we can use this. And we'll find a ship that I know. This thing. This is what we're currently flying on the Jemadar character. No idea what that means. So we know that this particular ship has 3 tactical, yep. 3 universal, which we use for science. 2 for science. And 4 for engineering. It has more than 3 tac. We can get a beam overload on it. Okay. Let's find another ship and see if we can figure it out. Oh, it's not going to have this one's details. Yeah, we haven't upgraded this thing yet, because I don't think we have anything to upgrade it with, really. Good. Upgrade. Yeah, we don't have enough to actually get this thing done. And we'd waste a ton of dilithium. Our last... Is this enough to get it done? Please tell me it's enough to get it done. Yes, it is. Delta Alliance. All complete. All reputations on this character. Now complete. Hell yeah. Excellent. So now, let's get our fleet ship module. Let's get our Delta Alliance vanity shield. Claim a retrain token, we will take that. And we'll protect that. And don't know where that retrain token went. Oh, they just get stored on character, that's right. Is there anything in here we wanted to... No. I do wish these gel packs were a cooler thing. Anti-proton. Oh, and they... Oh, Polaron. Ooh. Ooh. So what does it need to have? The binaural gel packs. Nice. Well, we can go grind for some delta marks if we really wanted to. And it fires Polarons. Oh, this is what we can do on the Jem'Hadar character, because he's a Polaron user. Not this guy. Nice. How many thingies? 375. Right, well that can be something we just get to eventually. Who doesn't have a weapon that they're holding on to? There you go, Worf. Thank you. And we'll check that thing out when we're next in space. And we get the upgraded version of them through our fleet. But we need to do Polaron damage, you say? Yes, of course we do so. Excellent. Let's go do some Polaron damage. It's the one thing that I don't have here. Serious, my dudes? Okay. Clean this up. Sure. 1 sec, dudes. I just got a call coming in. I don't need concentration at all, do I? Fire out, guys. Sorry. So I don't. Sorting out the bank on this character. Wrong thing. Just the quad cannons. I'll quickly go get the Omni. Go dump that, dump that, dump that. Nearly full up. Most of that stuff I can probably get rid of because it's off ships that I can just get from the sea store there. Okay, yeah, let's go get the Polaron Omni, the Gemidar character. Jump on a Gemidar. I need to get him a new outfit. It just doesn't look right. The Gemidar guy in an Enterprise uniform. His head's too big. I don't need a drink. That's what I should have made my Klingon. Cat. That looks cool as. Love the Section 31 kind of Ferengi. That's cool as. Okay, bank. Count bank is what we really need. These Polaron can all go in. This can all go in here. And then sort all that. Nice. What are we using on this guy? Oh, heck no. I didn't realize we had that sitting in there. Oh, but it's, wait, no, it's Polaron. Why on earth am I not? Well, that's another, oh, it's bound to, this one's bound to character for some reason, whatever. Yeah, I can still use other set things. Yeah, what do I get out of it? Extra 10% Polaron damage and flight turn rate. Sweet. Yeah, that's much better. I'll take that, dude. The random things my characters have sitting on them. It's just quickly, this uniform thing is really starting to annoy me. I'm out of cat mode already, dude. Do we have anything? Oh, we've got to go into it to press load. That's right. Go on. Make him a little bit more blue. Yeah, it's too human skin. There we go, that's better. At least looks like a Gemini now. And when we go over to uniform, anything. Oh. Won't be able to load these up because they'll Klingon. Definitely won't be able to load that up. Or this. And of course, the second time I press load outfit, I didn't have just outfit selected. So I need to start again. Those outfits worked anyway, so. Go. Uniform, we can quickly rip something together. What do we got here? Team suit. None of these. Give him a jacket, he can be cool Jemadar on the block. Oh, there's Jemadar Federation, cool. Realize. I think we'll go with the Jem'Hadar Federation. I don't like the veteran. Work with that. Need some more purple though. A little better. Right. And what can we do about these pants? Vulcan cold with. Oh, I don't have that. The problem with the longer jackets, the pants just don't kind of work. Kind of just don't work. Got this stuff, but do I have enough to put on it? To, like, make the stuff chunky enough. Look at this. Cancel. Modify. Head. Change his color. And change that yellow to purple. Clear purple. There we go. That's better. He at least looks like a Gemini now. I think that's what might have been what was throwing me was the white head. Just looked wrong for a humanoid head. Okay, so we put that thing in the bank. Sweet. Hey, put this guy back to bed. Jump on our Klingon. Do. What do we need? We need this. And we just switch polar on in there. It won't take long to get that up. And Klingons have Orions. This is the place to hang out. Oh, we got mail. Oh, we sold stuff. Cool. Hell yeah. Nice. We made about 20 mil. Or just go and put this over here so that it doesn't accidentally get done over somehow. Great item. Can we re-roll this in any way? No, we can't. Oh wait, maybe? No, we can't. Dang. That would have been cool. 50,000 disruptor damage. We're going to do that now. First salvo, I believe. When we eventually get around to shooting things. Okay, now let's see what this new vanity shield looks like. Oh, kind of Romulan. Which one is it? Delta Alliance. Nice. It's pretty cool. Do I have the counter command? No. Yeah, so all I've got is Rose Impulse Engine. Okay. Enable visuals. Yeah, I just bolt these things onto the engine. Add a little bit of static as the discharge. They are kind of cool, but they're just not my thing. Disable. Okay, let's queue up for Gateway to Grethel. I can handle that one a lot better than I can the other one. Oh, yeah, sorry, got a mind blank there. Today is a new coil day. I didn't manage to get to the gym last night, so that kind of sucked. Really looking forward to that.
The invasion of Kronos has begun.
Get our birds of prey out there. Oh yeah, this is the first time I'm flying with the wings up as well, so we'll see if we enjoy it or not. 14 seconds. I don't have a drink. Let's go. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, first salvo. I wasn't lying. Gonna be able to cloak in time or no? Yes, we are. press there on the button.
Our reinforcements are inbound. The starving
Oh, they do. Oh, the reinforcements have been removed.
The shipyard is secure.
Oh, we're gonna have to like actively hunt around if we want to get that all-round damage done.
The troop tran-
That's right, this thing's a lot easier to control. A lot more maneuverable than the Galaxy Dreadnought, so... I don't think we're going to get the polar on damage done on this one. It's a bit more.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Oh, no. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't bother with closing the spawning gateways and I should just run around shooting all the
Gateways are
things.
emitting intense levels of theta radiation. Close them.
Those guys can handle the radiation gateways though. We don't want those things to be destroying all the things. The objective on this dungeon is we've got a bunch of troop transports trying to get down to Kronos for us to, you know, get down there and support the people on the
Transports are
ground.
beginning their run to the planet.
And all of these Herald troops just keep spawning in. Well, they're trying to stop us from getting troops to the ground, basically. With my fire will not fire on. That's better.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Talk about universal proximity. He does have a fair bit of inertia though. That's not the best. Close this radiation gateway. I don't mind about the spawning ones though. They can hang around. The Asian one, we can go. The only thing doing damage to me. Nice.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Yes, this is the thing that's annoying about the events and having to do them on the easiest skill setting. We don't have to, but it's very hard to get a queue for the event things on the higher settings.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run
Don't
to
want
the
it.
planet.
When there's an event on that particular one. Yeah, oh, we might get the polar on damage done. Doubt it, but we should be able to. We keep
Shipyard troop
not closing
transports
these
are beginning
things,
their
just
run to the
concentrating
planet.
on shooting these dudes down. We've got to take out these radiation
Shipyard
gateways.
troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Or else the ships will never get past, because the radiation stuff actually stops them. Get my Delta boys in here. Even though they're Klingon knockoff Delta boys, it's okay.
Their run to the planet.
Yeah, I think I will definitely go back to the wings down. But We're actually nearly done with the polar damage. I'm surprised. There we go. Nearly.
Transports are beginning their run to the platform.
On USS Trial, close your radiation gap. I can shoot him at. Yeah, I'll shoot him from this direction, where it concentrates on the polar arm. I'll use my butt to shoot him. There we go. Polar arm damage done. Yeah, let's close this out now. And get that back. Yeah. Excellent.
Shipyard troop transports are
Close the
beginning their
radiation
run to the
gateway.
planet.
This one used to be quite painful, having to close these gateways, because any action, except for pitch or yaw of the ship, would cancel the thingy. Cancel the casting, that little bar thingy.
A Herald Dreadnought has
15 seconds and the Dreadnought's going to jump in. So let's just violate the Dreadnought before he's got anything. Oh, too far away. Dang it.
Herald ships are attacking the starbase.
Are they? Bad for them. What was I working on? Competitive, Lucari, Temple, Iconium.
Our troops have landed. We will
Sweet. That's one of the Iconian TFOs done. And we just did that way to Grethels. Should complete. Done the top one as well. Alright. Oh, the top one's a Tholian captain on Nukara, of course. Go fix up our wings. Make sure we're ever on the thingy. Right. Speak to the transport operator. I want the transport operator to bring an auction house up here on the fleet. Nice. Customize. Yeah, because that's not my ship, baby. That's my ship. Wings down. There we go. That's better. Hull. What do we got? Cavort. Port beta. I do like it. Little spines. Differentiates itself a little bit from the bird of prey. And the hull. Oh, that's what we're just on. That is not as cool. That looks more like the what was the bird of prey in Enterprise? So no. Oh. And I know it wants to be a bird of prey. I think the spawns are cool. Oh no, because it changes the engine. I like those engines. There is no bird of prey one. Sucks. Probably is one that is used as the bird of prey. I just don't know which one it is. Do I want the poor charcoal? This thing. Oh, this thing. Much prefer that color. Okay, apply. Q. And we got to complete one more Iconian TFO and a Tholian captain on Nukara. So we go for Aramarks. This one. Let's just try to queue for our advance, so see if we can. And Gateway to Grethel. That come on. What does that come on? Iconian, wouldn't it? Where are I? How strange. Oh, they actually have a special event thing. We can just queue for it all here. That's cool. But it's only on normal. What a bummer. Oh well, we'll just quickly run Gateway to Grethel. What a bummer. A bummer indeed. That was one thing I think we're going to do on this is, I don't know how it's going to go on this character, but I reckon, well, I know, I just haven't officially gone through and done them as a list. I know that I can solo most dungeons on advanced. I can solo them all. I can solo some of them on elite. But we've never officially tried to like go through the list and systematically beat them all. Also, I don't think it'll work with the way I've currently got my characters set up. Not if I was going for elite mode. Yeah, not if I was going for elite mode. Definitely advanced. I could do it with how my characters are set up, but I'd need to set up some kind of tank. A bit more tankiness. I love that we just straight up have Bird of Praise with us, though I wish that they weren't B-Roths. Get over there. Take these bad boys out. And I don't think we can cloak just yet. No, we can't. Now we can. Pop all our things. Ah! Keep pressing the wrong button. Build reinforcements, eh? Oh, I think I got a specialization point. Oh yeah. What's going on over here? Why aren't you boys dead yet? Man, these guys are taking ages. I think I'm gonna go live over on this side. What is going on here? Are he's like doing something to them? Some kind of ability? Strange. Seriously, I haven't even gotten to this level yet.
The starbase is secure.
Well, okay. It's just so rare to come across people in Star Trek Online who actually
The troop transports have
can't just roll through the easy mode content, you know? It's totally cool. It's just so rare to see. Yeah, you boys go live over there. I'll hang out with Tashur and Brian. Who's flying the USS
transports
Burnham?
from
Of
the
course that.
starbase are moving toward the planet.
If they could even just run around closing the radiation gateways, that would be very helpful. Except I think Burnham's not died. We
Those
need it.
gateways are emitting intense levels of beta radiation. Close them.
And we'll go close that little radiation thing down there. Oh, he's already done it. Nice. There's radiation. I really do need to get a whole set of Zat Vash disruptors for this character. I reckon they'd
The
slap
troop
on this.
transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
They're going for it. Yeah, so he's like running a full Romulan plasma build even. Yeah, I don't know why I'm bothering to close the spawning gateways. It's just stuff to shoot and everything dies really
The
quickly.
troop transports from the starbase are moving toward
The radiation gateways that matter. No, it's spawning. Dang it. Someone else must have already been doing it. Just stay up here, buddy, and close those gateways. Yeah, someone else was already on it.
starbase are moving toward the planet.
Because they were. There we go. 3 more minutes of this. Nice. And then I think we were about to do finish off one of the episodes. So he's like running a fire at will build. That's okay, he's doing alright damage.
Toward the planet.
He just doesn't have, clearly doesn't have the meta stuff, or like the paid stuff. That's totally cool. Leave my troop transports alone. I gotta get my Nausicans on the ground.
Are moving toward the
So that I
planet.
can find their Picards to stab. One got through. Nice. Radiation. See, I see them flying around. I so rarely see them actually attacking things. I'm just gonna sit here. They seem to be dealing with all the stuff down there. So if I just sit here and deal with these two, we should be good. I do love this thing, even though I need to replace it with something else. Yeah, why am I running out on this thing? Surely I've got better stuff than that.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Oh, radiation gateway. Sorry, boys. See, I actually really love seeing a character like that.
From the starbase
Loves radiation,
toward the planet.
because it is so rare. And I wish the storefront wasn't such a priority in this game. I mean, I get it, it's probably what's kept this game afloat over all these years.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Even just hearing standard Romulan plasmas going off sounds strange, because you just don't hear it. I'm actually turning my ship around, so that only my butt can shoot these guys, and so that my pets can actually do something. Okay. I appreciate that they do stuff. Oh. Herald forces approaching. We're onto the dreadnought already. Sweet. Two team for 30 seconds. Good. Where's the dreadnought? There it is. Oh, my dreadnought. Oh, he survived pretty well. Surprising. Yeah, he does this weird phase out thing sometimes. Not guaranteed. It's weird. We've basically nuked him already. And usually we don't have to worry about the fleet part. That's right. We'll just shoot through him. And that's the main endeavors done. So let's queue up for Nukara. Transdimensional tactics on easy and hard and super hard. Queued for all three. Excellent. That is an almost naked lizard man. That's cool as. Every now and again I get it in my head that, oh, that looks cool, I'd love to have myself a Tauren or a Klingon or Lethian or something. And then I play it for 20 minutes and I'm like, I can't stand looking at this. Yeah, sorry, so what are we going to do whilst we wait on this queue to pop? We are going to fly to Nukara and see if we can get one of the captains on the ground. That looks different. Why does it look different? Weird. Anyway. See, that looks cool as this big giant lizard. But, you know, again, no other characters, no other player is going to have to fight that in combat, so... Eh. Oh, what's he got? Slow down, bud. Slow down. Like, got highlights of purple? No, they're not highlights, it's just a messed up mesh. Right. Okay, out of here. Yay! The advanced one popped off. Sweet. Trans warp drive, thank you. I still haven't decided what ship I want to pull out of last year's event promotion pack yet. Thinking I'm going to go with the Shrike. What's the Shrike's loadout? I don't have the Shrike on that sheet yet, I don't think. Left, Shrike. No, I don't. Dang it. Don't save. Close. Still waiting for it to pop. Speak of the devil. Put on our environmental suit. I've never done this on advanced. This will be fun. Yep, just started off before everyone gets there. Nice work. Oh, someone's already stood in the acid pools, so... Yeah, there's a dude up here who's just nuking the thing down. It's a bit rude, sir. Well, now, I'm not going to complain about that guy just nuking me down. And that is all of our personal endeavors and universal endeavors complete. Nice. Let's drag that down, get it off that row, thank you. And we're close, but not no cigar to getting the next level. Where are we going? We are traveling to Deep Space Nine. And once we're in the Alpha Quadrant, we will open these things. What have I got? I've got 143k. But I've got 100,000 fleet vouchers, so bugger going to Deep Space Nine. Let's go to... I'm not in a fleet? What? What, did I get booted? I literally had fleet requirements in here, didn't I? Or am I thinking of a different character? I guess I'm thinking of a different character. Yeah, I've got no fleet stuff on here. But I do have this. How the heck did I get that if I'm not in a fleet? Must have been booted. Well. Transwarp. Let's just load up to our next destination. And oh crap, we've been at it for nearly 2 hours and we've only done like 3 things. Right, well it's 3:30. So, when was I streaming till today? Okay. Clearly, Blender ain't happening today. Alright. Nah, bugger that. Blender's gonna happen. We're gonna do that now. I'm gonna stop the stream somewhere between 4 and 4:30. But we're gonna work on Blender for the last part of the stream here. What we do, we'll open up these containers and put away all our freighter. That into the bank. Hey, buddy. Oh, the last slot too. How about that? Oh, we do have a nice experimental weapon there. I'm so tempted to fly the Achilles on this ship, it's not funny. On this character, it's not funny. Basically the same setup, without a hangar. More DPS focused. What is that? I know what that is. Nothing I care about. Oh, it's the phaser lotus thing. Right. So I could just go fly my fleet ship. That'd be fun. Beavers. So what do we get out of that? 2k dilithium, 2 personal endeavor tokens, 1 million energy credits, and 100 marks. What do we want to take? We want to take... Oh, Delta. Okay, we've opened all those thingies up. Oh, no we haven't. You can so it's 1.4 mil, 4k dilithium, and half a spec point. That is cool as. Skills. Ah, woohoo! This actually completes our temporal specialization. Oh yeah, baby. So when we come into here, I think we've already done the specializations and was part of this. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Okie dokie molly. Close this down. Enable, bring that preview back up. Oh, this is still loading? What the heck? I'm still on the internet. I've not been talking to myself, that's good. Okay, my dudes. We're gonna have like a 10-minute break, 15 at most. And then we'll be back to do a little bit of Blender work. Today kind of got away from us. I didn't realize it was already 3:30 in the afternoon. I've been watching my Blender tutorials, so we'll see if we can put them to work. So I'll see you guys in like 5 or 10 minutes, eh? my dudes. I'm just replying to an email for the Black Dog Ride stuff. Oh, I needed that. Itinerary. Helps that I spelt it wrong because now it easily gets searched. So, leaving on the 3rd. Right. That's a big day. Not big, but it is a 600 clicks. It's a pretty big day of driving. Leaving on the 3rd. And how many days in this month? 31. Yeah. Need more smoke. I hope no that we're going on the 3rd. Ooh, what do we do? We're gonna go. Oh. Rhonda. Love that name. Such an Aussie name. Brisbane. Meet up with the pick for New South Wales. In this case. Huh? There we go. And it is Rhonda, just double check her name. Yeah. Okay. That is that. And hello, Miss Tilly. Tilly's in the cat box. Let's switch the cam over and get the cat cam up and running, mate. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Is it? Ugh. What is going on there? Tilly, what have you done to the cat cam? Eh? Getting hot and steamy in this corner, eh? Move that, because we can move that. Oh, but shining too much now. Cat cam was getting all blurred out. It was getting blinded by the desktop lamp here. Unfortunately, the lighting isn't the best. We need to fix that, don't we, Tilly? But also, Tilly is just a black little void. So, you know, can't do much about that, can we, Miss Tilly? So I definitely need to get better lighting solution. So, here we are back with Blender. Our objective is to... Thanks for anyone who stuck around, who was here for the gaming session. Yes, so now, what is that? Shear. Okay. Rip. Shrink flatten. Okay, cool. I didn't get as much time to watch as many tutorials as I wanted, but the problem, and to anyone who was watching yesterday, the problem was that I'd been away from Blender for 2 weeks, and because I was a newbie, my brain didn't remember. It basically remembered like 10% of what we'd learned, which was clearly not enough to be able to function. So, got my head into some tutorials today and last night, and just to kind of get my brain back into the swing of things. Yes, Tilly. Hello. Little black blob you are. So, hopefully, we can actually, you know, get this block out completed. Well, we're not going to get it completed today. I'm only streaming for another half an hour. we're just forcing ourselves to get back into it because clearly our fingers and brain and everything needs to, or else it's just not gonna sink in. So our plates, right, so let's get back into it basically. So essentially what we were doing was just trying to block out this kind of general shape, and so far what's going on there? No, so that's a thingy, yep. But we haven't added that face in, okay. Let's just go, was it new face from edges? There we go. But yes, I'm feeling a little bit more confident. We want to get that rear tapered back in. One thing I did learn today that I didn't know, holding down Alt and middle mouse button and scrolling in a direction gives you access to top, left, right, all the different views. And that is much easier than remembering 1, 2, 5, 6, 3, 4, whatever the key combo is. So where did we get up to? Where did our brain functionally stop yesterday? So I cleaned up the issues that we created yesterday by extruding faces. I haven't cleaned it up perfectly, obviously, but better. And on top of that, a dude suggested, I can't remember the dude's name, in stream yesterday, to press A, press M, and to merge by distance. Amazing suggestion. It's very much so a cleanup kind of step. But, you know, it is something we absolutely need to take into account. Now, I didn't realize that that location... Can I move this around? How do I move you around? Oh, it'll be up here somewhere. Align right. Yeah, because that's where the little box pops up. So we'll keep it over here. Label and ID name. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll keep that up. And what if we go for like just a real magenta? It'll get drowned out in some colors, but whatever. No, I do not wish to give it a background. On side, blah, blah. Dial that up too. Dial that up to 40, that's better. And can we push it like right into the corner? About there. Thank you. Slowly getting our heads back into it. And one thing, yeah, so what I've enabled here is an add-on called Screencast Keys. So, and that's what I'll do actually. Because of the vertical stream, let's actually align it center. Yeah. That'll get a little bit annoying for me. But a little bit more, there we go. Yeah, that works. That way, if there's any questions, you guys can clearly see what buttons I'm pressing. I love it when people have that stuff on, so. So this is the shape we're trying to make, essentially. This is our Beaver frigate for Voidline, the game we're working on. This is a very rough concept. I'm not. This is where I actually got to with my concept art for the Beaver frigate, and this is but this was predetermining that I was going to split my lore and narrative in two directions. So the games that I'm gonna create later down the line, they get this timeline, and the games that I'm going to create now get my Age of Sail mythology kind of timeline. And think Treasure Planet, right? Who needs oxygen in space? But sometimes you do, kind of, maybe. Why? Not really sure, but magic. I kind of want to take Warhammer Fantasy and put it in space with beavers and frogs as our main, you know, protagonist, antagonist. So I really love the baseness of this design. There's a whole lot less going on than this, and I like that. But this is, right, so this is, without having to put actual sails on it. Now I really do like this side profile, and we're gonna do something that we haven't done before. I see a lot of people creating by putting down a sketch and then like tracing out that sketch. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask chat, how the heck, we're just going to kill this model. We'll create a version 2. This is more, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, let me just restart that. So we'll ask chat, we will kill this model, whatever we're doing on this current model, that was just getting our feet wet, back into being wet. We'll ask chat, how the heck do we put in these images into our view, into our world view area? And then how do we then sketch like that side view? I really like that side view profile. I really like the top view profile. Not so much the fronts, but yeah, so we'll sketch this out. So let's and then how do we mirror? Yeah, so we sketch it from the side, and then we'll rotate it to the top and sketch it out from the top, and that gets us 2 of 3 of our viewports, and then we can go and do the same thing and start working on the front and the rear. But I have no idea how to get this sketch into Blender, so let's go and figure that out, shall we? Yeah, that is so cool. I didn't think of that. So we'll just file, save copy. I don't overwrite. I was literally saying verbally, no, don't overwrite, and then I immediately overwrote. Blender, Beavers, did that? So what am I opening at the moment? I am opening O1 Blend. And that's all there is. So if we go save copy. No, I think save incremental is what I want. Yeah. So now when I delete this, sort of whatever the hell I do, that's our version control. I love it. So now we can come here and go, bye-bye. Delete everything, baby. How do we delete everything? Oh, we didn't have Alt-Z on, of course. So we just, now, better yet, A, delete vertices. Everything's gone. Down to 0. Beautiful. Rebuild, yep. Key thing is we do not make a side view mesh, then a top view mesh. We make one mesh and keep switching the views. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. So just to be clear on the position of swearing on this channel, most swearing is okay. I'm not a fan of I am a fan of the F word. I don't like how much I use it, so I'm actively trying to use it less. And everything harder than that, well, yeah, I'm not a fan. So, shits, pricks, craps, stuff like that, not a problem. Point the nose toward Y. So just, okay, so that way is the front of our ship. Off in that direction. Go into the exact orthographic side view. Okay, and that's numpad 3. Then Shift A, image. Where's image? No image. Hold on. Ah. Okay, that's grid, monkey, round cube, single vert. No. Extras, maybe. Okay. Add, maybe here. Right. This is why I had to think about switching up the process with. Wait a second. Yeah, I was in the wrong mode. Yep, here we go. Shift A, image, reference. Okay, where's the reference file? The reference file lives. How the hell do I get to it from here? There we go. Work, not, proj, Voidline, prototypes, frigate, latest one. Oh wait, hold on a sec. What we'll do is we'll actually create paint. We'll actually create these specifically side and top images. Side, top, front, rear. So we want you, scale that down, that's a bit silly. And we're going to take you, grab it from there. That works. Boom. Pull you up. Okay, file, save as JPEG. Nope. Not proj, Voidline, prototypes, Beaver frigate. Ah! Beaver frigate, buddy. Side ortho. Side ortho, file new. And we grab this, and we go boom. And we go boom. Bring her up. File, save as JPEG. And we're calling this top. Ah, no, bring that in. There we go. Save. And then we go file new. And we get the front view. Boom, and then we bring it in. Save that as JPEG. Where's my JPEG? There it is. And this is front. File new. Nearly done. There we go. Bring that in. Bring that up. Oh. Undo. Control V. Thank you. Save as JPEG. This is the rear. Oh. Save. Close. Okay, you can come back up here so we can just always have that sitting there in the corner. We can have like an side perspective. And back up one. And we want the side first. Why is that? There a whole block out? Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be anything for the whole block out. Thank you. We'll just re-add that image. Weird. Shift A image. What type of image? Reference. Side. Okay. F2 for rename. Side. Ortho. Can't see it for some reason. Really, really small. Yes, it is. Okay. We've added in our side ortho. And we've zoomed right the hell in. Okay, well, and then we hit scale. So we click it, G, put the ship roughly center to the world origin. Undo. Okay. Zoom out. And now what we do is we go Shift A, add a mesh, cube. And it was 1800 over 6000 over 800 or 600, something like that. Just as a chunky block to work with, right? Turn off the X-ray mode, select the whole thing. 1800 to 6000 to 8. Let's go, yeah, 800. Let's make it chunky. Zoom out. There we go. So we've got our chunk of, we're just going to chunk back, which is what we want. We go S, 3 to press look at the side. We get our side ortho. Wait, first we go Control A, scale, so that scale. One of these days I'll understand why it goes crazy all the time. But if we don't do that, everything else goes crazy. And we rename that to hull lockout. And then we take a dis and we scale it up. So S, I think we're going to be going for a long time if we do it like that. So let's just go to 1000 and 8000. Okay, it is 1800 over 6000 over 800. Yeah, that's not right. It's not going to work, is it? 0. Okay, Z does nothing. That's cool. 5000. Okay, so that's height. So we want to bring that down to like 1800. What is the actual scale here? More like 1200. So if we go 1200 there, what if we go, no, because that's, we want the height now. Just the height, bring that down to 900. Bring that down to 700. 650, 600, there we go. So it now lives right there in the center of it. And when we zoom in, oh yeah, I should have been doing that, that's better. Hey, hold on a sec. I'm just trying to like. So clearly this scale is what's messing with me here. So if we bring that down to like 600. Yeah, that doesn't seem so stretched. We can bring the thingy in. Okay, so we adding the side image, and if I scale it out to the size of the block you suggested, 1800 over 6000 over 800, and the ship looks elongated and stretched. If I scale it down, it's okay. Where can I scale it down to that it looks okay at? Yeah, can we scale that up just a little bit maybe? Maybe 700? No, 650. Yeah, that works. 700. No, I think we go back to the 600. It looks okay at 600 by 650 by 0. And I'll... not F9. Why do I always hit F9? What do? I wish I could end sentences like that with people. Just what do? Yeah, because whatever that stuff is on top is from a different part of the orthographic. Right, okay, so Control C so I don't have to type that again. Delete that. Side view, Shift A, image, reference, side ortho, add image, scale. 6000 is too much. So what if we go scale 1200? Hey, undo. Scale 1200. No. Wait, scale 1200, buddy. That's almost bang on. Wait, zoom out. Yeah, it is almost bang on. Okay, that works for me. And then if we take this and we push its height up 3, 2, 3, select our F2, we select our hull block out, and we go dimensions on that, let's go 2500. Okay, I'm in that 10. Okay, so that did do something. Where'd the 2500 go? Oh, I chose the wrong axis. But 6000 has got to be length, so 800 you... Yes, silly goose. 1600 bang on. So rescale it to that. $10 centimeters, 1.8 meters, 18 meters. I can't do math today. 1800 centimeters is 18 meters. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Right, so I'm trying to use like realistic-ish kind of sizes, right? This is just meant to be a standard frigate. It's not meant to be the be-all end-all kind of capital ship. So, okay, let's screenshot that. Throw it. Yeah, so that, okay, so we've got the side view in. That's good, and we should be able to scale up the other images so that they suit. All I really care about getting is the top image in there, because then we can figure out the front and rear. Oh, make an image, respond. Again, now chat's gone down its normal VS path. We're trying to make images all the time. The silly goose. Ships, I think. No, I want room. So it's having a go at me. Because there's extra room on the thingy here, right? But I want to have room to be able to chunk out. And we're already running close to the top with our little thingy here, but that's something we can like pop on later, so that's not too much of a stress. This is about the main trip. Yeah, so we can scale that up a little bit. Okay, fair enough. VG, welcome back, my dude. Ah, dang it. Thank you for the heads up. So software and game. Yeah, no, I do that all the bloody time. Software and game. Done. Thank you. Updated. Beautiful. Yeah, and also the OBS add-on doesn't always, even when you update it, sometimes just ignores what you said and decides to go and do its own thing anyway. Okay, we need to apply scale over here. A scale. Thank you. We'll grab this thing and little. There we go. That's what we want. Yep. Yeah, no, she's a bit of a bummer. Anyway, how you doing today, Avicii? I hope you've enjoyed your day. Survived another heat wave, probably. G or Z, yeah. Then we measure the height, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's just make sure scale is good. Sweet. And the top view, 7. Zoom out a little. Shift A, image reference. Top view, there you are. Scale, what was it? 1200. rotate. Nope. Ah. Nope. And rotate. There we go. But it's gotta be the other way, baby. Works for me. Doing pretty good, still alive, 36 degrees and just about midnight. Yeah. Oh, well, coming from what you've been having, that would be a relatively mild and comfortable night, I'd imagine. Okay, not really line it there. Get it on the center line. Scale it up just a little bit more if we can. And scale it down a little bit actually. Zoom in, what can I line up? Oh, that's what I can line up. Way too big. Ah. Can I line up on here? I'll be happy when it gets to winter time. Absolutely. Winter is the best. It is always nicer to be able to throw another layer on rather than trying to cool down. Winter is certainly my favorite too. So that is meant to be the ports. And that is the thingy. Not a perfect orthographic, so it's a little bit of a pain in the bum. But I think as long as we get the general shape down, aligned, I think we'll be good. Correct direction. Hold up. How about if we put it in the correct orientation? Luminac. F2, top ortho. Oh, why isn't it lining up? I wonder. And we'll add another scene collection. Rename that orthographics, orthos. And under there. Okay, let's fix up this top one. 7, zoom out, scale down. And we'll just line up the rear of the ship with the front of the ship. Up a smidge. Uh, 7, zoom out. Not scale. Whoops, G. And we lock it to a plane. Nope. X. No, not 8. G. X. There we go. Run it right down the center. How far does winter actually go in your region? If it gets that hot, I assume you guys don't get down to snow. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's not a perfect orthographic, so it's there are things that will be out of alignment, but we've got the general shape down. Now, when we click on this, I think we've got both of them going the wrong way. Well, we'll fix that. Yeah. We minus 90. And then we get the other one, usually 7 to 19 degrees. That's actually pretty good. That's like nice winter. It's like proper chilly, but it's not losing extremities chilly. Minus 90. There we go. Okay, now it's all facing forward. Excellent. But yeah, we need to fix that up again. That's okay. Zoom out. Select the top. And X. Center line. There we go. Okay. And I'll save. Save as. No, this is that one. Override. Thank you. Yeah, wintertime is absolutely my favorite. Get to run around in my hoodies. I can wear long pants. I can turn the heater on and jump under a nice, really big, thick doona and just, pretend it's a cave. It's great. We mirror X across 0. Okay. Next. Side and top done. That's enough for reference. Image. Give you a brush and tilly. And a whole block out into our actual hull cave. Here we go. Hide the side reference for a moment. Save. Hide the side. In outliner under ortho. Click. Oh yeah, I know how to hide it, but I should be looking straight down at the block out. Okay. Apply the block's scale. So select whole block out. Already done that. Cut the ship in half. Here we go. With hull block out selected. Into edit mode, Control R. Or across the width of the ship. Left click and so basically just putting a loop cut right down the center. That's okay. And that's where we've got the center line of the ship anyway, so that's what we want. And now we delete one side. Okay. So in vertex mode, turn X-ray on, which it was already on. Box select all vertices on the left-hand half. Not the middle, I would assume. It's literally just those. And then X, delete vertices. Okay. Tab in object mode. Go to modifiers, which is a little panel over here. And we want to add a mirror. Okay. This is new to me. This is fun. Use the X-axis. Enable merge and clipping. Leave the modifier unapplied. I don't even know if it's applied or not. If it's applied already, it's already done itself. I literally, yeah, it's telling me to leave it unapplied, but I literally don't know how to apply it, so. So, back in edit mode, I've only got the vertices on the one side. Maybe, so it's saying to add some loop cuts, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left click, right click. Oh wait, I think it wanted me to do it the other way. Oops. I do love my homeworld ships. I can't remember the Vega. Yeah, it does remind me a bit of the Vega kind of battleship. I think that's how you say them. My favorite one was the player race. I can't remember what they were. Higarans? Oh god, I can't remember. Let me just see if I've still got something here or if I put it in storage. No, my dude. I actually have, yeah, when Homeworld 3 got announced, that was one of the I love my Homeworld games, and it's one of the few collector's editions that I own. I actually have the mothership in the big tall stand. It's currently in a box somewhere. I need to get that out. I want that on my desk somewhere. I miss that. Yeah, I think it wanted me to add those loop cuts. We need some stations along the length of the ship. Outer vertices left and right until they follow the top drawing. Right, no, I did have that correct. Dang it. Okay. Did a full playthrough of Homeworld 3, loved it. Got a free copy from the devs. Oh, hell yeah, my dude. I'll take a free copy. That'd be nice. But I actually didn't manage to play all the way through it. I've been trying to think of what games I could play on stream that are spaceship related that I can tolerate. That is one. I will have to hit that up. Because we've mirrored, you only touch one side, so select the outer vertices of that station. So it's saying to select the outer vertices. Yep, well that's the outer edges, whatever. Let me just ask a question before I totally fluff all this up. So basically just dragging in the lines. Yeah, like cutting or tracing around the edge of the ship or something. That seems like the wrong way to go about doing that. Oh, I don't think I've cracked my neck all day. Felt great. With knife box cutter, we are building a clean low poly hull cage and forcing its outer vertices onto the silhouette. Right, so it's calling drag them inward. It's literally saying to grab, go to vertice select mode, and grab the two outer edges, G. But that's not going to work, my dude. Ah, not that. 7. Shift move. Thank you. That's what we wanted. We want to grab all these. Shift you down there, and then grab these and shift that down. Zoom in a little. Focus on it. Make sure we're still in the right angle. Yeah, I want it to have a prominent little nose there. So go like that. Ah. And then we select these ones. Down. Select them all. Probably could just grab the one at a time. That would probably be smarter. Maybe, I don't know. There. Shift middle mouse to drag it down. G to move it. Grab the next one. And we grab the last one. I don't want to add another loop cut in there. Can we do that at this stage? Zoom out. Control R. We can too, you beautiful thing. Oh. Oh, 7. Thank you. Zoom in. That's what we wanted. Vertice select. G to move it. And we're nearly done with our side. Ah. 7. Shift middle mouse button. You. A bit more flatter. Go. Shift move. But okay. So we've got this here. Okay, so we have moved the top vertices onto the front leading edges. How now, brown cow? To move sides in and basically how to create vertices along the edges to grab. To align with the edges of the ship. Need water. Because what we want to do is now shift drag is like pull it down along there and then pull it back in. Then create these little nodules, because these will be gun ports. Right, so we do need, so let's just zoom back out. Shift. And just because we don't know what will fluff up if we do this randomly now, that only took a moment to do. Got all of our loop cuts there. We now want to add more loop cuts all the way down the edges. Probably not that many. Okay. Do it back over here. Go with 32. Yeah. Oops. Undo. Undo. Scroll R. Scroll up. 32, baby. Left click, right click. Heyo. AstroGamer27. Hey there, my dude. How you doing? You gave me a follow yesterday. Thank you very much for that, my dude. And shaping's just putting all the things in place. Okay. Sweet. So, back to vertex select. We zoom in. We shift move up. Ah. Thank you very much, VG. Much appreciated. Vertex select. We just grab all these, bring them all in. Yeah, so what do we do if we're only if we only move this? Select, shift, nope. Roll select, nope. Alt select, that's what I wanted. So if we go alt select on there, we can select edges. That's what we want to do. No, we don't want. We want the vertices. Dang it. That's okay. We can work with that. No, it's way too many. Done. Sweet. Control R. Let's just go with something like 21. 21's a good number. Oh, dude, Avicii, that is very much appreciated, man. Spreading the good word is always appreciated. Okay. No. Not like that. Like that. Ah. And I can just delete the unwanted ones, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Move you boys down. No, we don't need to. Because we pull it out to there. Then we grab this one. And because we want to go down to there, we don't need all of these ones. So we can press X. Delete vertices. Yes. That kind of works. Then when we go and grab all of these, push that into there, we can then delete this, X, delete vertices, undo, U to U, no, just U. Oh, dude, no, I'm sorry, VG, if I gave you the wrong impression. I am not a Linux user. I do not use Linux. I am far too lazy when it comes to typing to want to type out open program and command all the time. No, except for seeing it on some of my friends' computers, I've never had it on a personal PC of mine. Except I have been thinking about it lately. Just with the whole how invasive everything's becoming and how ownership is absolutely going out the window. It has become more and more attractive. I want to extrude. I don't want a new face. Connect vertex path? No. There we go. And now we can delete vertices. Too far. We want one more. I use Solus currently and am liking it. So essentially the distros are like, you know, Windows 11, Windows 10, different versions. The last time I heard or spoke to anyone about Linux, God, be 10 plus years ago. So I couldn't even tell you what distro I used to know of. I'd just be saying random names of animals and hoping they struck. Keep it on the X-plane, thank you. And just you boys. Yep. And then... yeah, we don't... I'll pull you up. Put you there. And we don't need you. And shift. Because you are basically in position already. Let's go and put you there. Put you G, X, there. Each vertices. Well, as a Linux user yourself, other than, you know, just having such primal access to your PC, what would be like a one sentence thing you would be like, hey, to convert me to being a Linux user? What would be like something that is, you know, you'd point me towards to be like, man, think of this stuff. I would stay away from any system or distro that used a deb-based system. They will be adding the age. They will be adding the age requirement to it eventually. Right. Oh yeah. That is starting to fry my gears. All that kind of stuff. I never would have thought. I guess each Linux distro is differently, but yeah, that sort of thing is the last thing I would have thought of with Linux. There we go. No, we want that center line running. We use, not that one. Yeah, that one. Because if we push the, if we push it in that way, it gets, no, it's cramped. We'll go this way. And, oh, like if you were going to try and convince me or trying to bring someone over to using Linux, like what would be your short little elevator pitch for it? Because all I ever saw of Linux was basically a painful interface with little amount of serviceable programs. But that was 10 plus years ago, so I assume it's very different nowadays. And we'll straighten that line up. And we'll bring this bad boy out. Beat all of those. Oh, nice. So because we used delete on the ones up here, we actually removed an entire base. Oh no. Well, let's come and fix that. I would suggest investigating one that you would want to learn about. That is pretty good advice, my dude. Right click, new face from edges. Yes. F. U to U, F. And we didn't delete that front one, did we? No, it's still there. 3, select face. Yes, it's still there. Good. Okay, back to 7. Up we go. We use dissolve from now on. We won't use delete. I researched Linux Mint back in 2018 and tried it for a year. Seems to have done the job in keeping you on board with it. Linux Mint. Go to straight on that one. Bring this one out. Just a smidge. And then we will drag this lot out. Undo. Drag this lot up. Yeah, that's better. Or U lot goes there. U lot go there. U lot go there. Damn it, I didn't set on the X plane. G, X. There we go. G, X. G, X. There we go. X dissolve vertices. And it does delete it. I swear that's deleted a whole face there again. It has. Why has it done that? Oh, I go undo. Do. Oh, just the, of course, I'm deleting the vertices, so of course it's going to remove the face. Of course you need to repair it. I did the dual boot system with Mint back then. Yeah, that's how I saw it. I had a friend, Chris, biggest server-side nerd I've known about, and yeah, he used to dual boot Windows and whatever the Mac operating system is on his Mac, and he always saw Linux running somewhere in his, system somewhere. I'm currently trying to design a frigate for my game that I'm making, and in the process I am learning Blender. And at the moment, I'm currently trying to, so we put our reference image in and we're like sketching down the side and trying to cut out the hull shape. And if you're wondering like ship scale size, think like a frigate from Homeworld, like just a early tier ship. Space type of game, yeah, top down twin stick shooter, not simulation. Literally think Helldivers 1 in space with spaceships, but if pirates from Age of Sail, Age of Caribbean decided to run around in space, like Treasure Planet kind of deal. That's the plan. This one. 7. Shift move. G. Escape. Undo. Select. Vertices. X. Next. X. And when it comes to like poly count, level of detail, because I like the art style and because it's looks relatively simple to do, we'll find out if it is. Albion Online is probably the level of visual fidelity I'm going for. It looks like something a newbie could achieve. I'm sure it's a lot more complex than I'm giving it credit for, but that's what we're going for. GX. Yeah, my thoughts as well. Alrighty, delete, dissolve. Sweet. And we'll bring you up. The up. Back of it. Put you there. And then put you. X plane, don't forget the X. and you G X. Need to stop that thing messaging me. Let's bring that down so it's at the actual edge. Beautiful. And I'm happy for that to be a hard cutback, but I don't want to lose more lines here, like more edges. So let's move that up to the start of the gun. And we can cut these in a lot harder. We can delete these, dissolve, and keep this. That is cool as. Move it up. And keep those two, that in line there. That one's okay. This one needs to go there. Shift move. Sweet. Now we can delete them. Yes, slowly, slowly, slowly. Where's this one? Next gun port. Escape. Oh. Next gun port. And we're still running smooth down the center. It's straight. Make it a little, a little bit wider. There we go. No, I'm gonna do it. This then get moved up. Whole thing, thank you. G. Crap, it's 5:15. Alright, what is on my list for today? I was running until 5:30, but I was meant to be doing Black Dog Ride stuff. But I finally started making movement on this, so I wasn't going to run away. Right, so I'll keep screaming for the next 15 minutes, and then I'll run away after that, or else I'm just going to totally lose. You cleaning your butt for everyone there, Gil? Yeah? Got a little meow out of it. Need to get you a mic, darling. Tilly is one very talkative cat, so I definitely need to get her a little mic down there. Okey-dokey. Deal with that a second ago. Had to deal with that, yeah. Right. Delete. No. Only the edge is what I want. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can, sir. And now... Oh, whoops. A little, let's just go and put all these faces in before I totally forget and then get surprised by it later on. Now if I go Alt Select, nice. It's not right, but Cool that it works. Sure, there is a better way, but we're not here to learn anything new at this point. Back up to the top. What you doing, Tilly? Thank you. You almost boxed in already. Awesome. Select vertices. All vertices. And then we go. Nothing. It's just a discoloration of the background reference in it. Yeah, it's already lined up on the x-axis. So move this out and move this in. And move it down again. We've got 2 more gun panels to go. Ports, I should say. I'm going to move that body. Yeah, I don't want anything down the center section here yet, so that be a little text is on. Let's see. Go. Bring you up. Here you going, Tilly? You going back to your other box? You finished over there for now? Okay. X, dissolve, edges. What we want. Right, so we've got 3 gun ports. We're going to do 1 more. Ah, 7. What you doing now? Yeah, I'll turn off cat cam. Do, do, do. There we go. Yes, it's nearly dinner time. Nearly dinner time. Grab all you. There. Put in. Okay. Leaving, are you, Tilly? Yeah, darling. Wait. Move that up. You out, sir. Delete. We're gonna just shunt you guys in a little. Come back and fix up the center lines in a minute. because that's a whole bunch of blocking. This is just the side profile, so that's okay. X, delete edges. X, move that in. Let's just move all of that in. Cool. All this up to here. Go further body. Yep. There we go. X, delete vertices. That is our side blocked out. Not perfect around here. We definitely could use another loop cut. Escape, undo, loop cut. There we go. And the bum. Thanks, man. This is my first lockout of a character. It's dodgy as along the sides. There's nothing straight. I'm sure there's a way. Of course there is a way. X, Y, and S. But we'll just quickly go and fill these gaps in that we've just created. I'll take but a moment. That side's good. Just in case. Yeah, she's good. Okay, we'll quickly do these ones. Don't forget any of them. That is a damn good question. I did just then. I do save randomly, but it had been a little while since I'd saved, so thank you. One thing I'm still learning with Blender is how to deal with the iterations and whatnot. So that is interesting. Yeah, I've already been bitten a few times in Unreal Engine. Was it? No, it was in Blender when I was working on the comms node array. And yeah, I just a few times Blender crashed, hadn't saved my work, as you do. Okay, what's going on here? Base doesn't want to join. Let's try it this way. Okay, that's that not working for some reason. Probably the way that I drag it around. Ouch. Nearly there. Yeah, so it's just this one. I don't know. It was just the shade, the way it was shaded, that I just couldn't really quite see. That's okay. 7, zoom out. Nice. Okay, so file, save, and save incremental. I love that save incremental feature. That is so cool. I don't know if it's good practice or not to use it, but I like it. Give it a merge by distance and make sure we don't, yep. Alright, so now we've got the main spine of the ship. Happy days. And that is where we're gonna leave the stream off for the day. Thank you very much, Avicii and Astro Gamer, for hanging around. That is much appreciated, my guys. Won't be back tomorrow. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays. Wednesday I tend to use as like my catch-up days for like editing and whatnot. But the rest of this week, we'll basically be doing what we have been doing, and we'll do a bit more Blender work. But Friday is probably going to be devoted to Black Dog Ride, which is a charity run that I'm going on for 3 weeks in September. I'm going to be their videographer, so it'll be focused on that. So that'll be fun. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.